G'day, my fellow media collectors. I'm Troy, and this is the Comic Book Movie Collector's Guide. And today we have my monthly collection update. So let's see what I picked up for the month of May 2025. Let's get into it. So just before I get into the review, just a little bonus. I went to Supernova ComicCon here in Sydney last week, and me and Lucy, my youngest daughter, we went and we had an absolute blast there. We got to see some amazing cosplays around the place. Here's me with some Mandalorians. You know me, I'm a big Batman fan, and I had to get photos with these two awesome Batman cosplays that were around. These guys were great. And I was lucky enough to meet the legendary artist Joe Jusko, who was kind enough to take a photo with me and sign this print I did of this classic Punisher magazine cover. As you guys know, I'm a big Master of the Universe fan, and this is an original production piece of Cobra Khan from the original He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon back in the 80s. So happy to get a hold of something like that little piece of history. And yes, one of the highlights of Supernova was I managed to catch up with one of my subscribers and a good friend of mine, Nathaniel. Managed to catch up with him at the con. We took a photo, and it was really great to catch up with him and see him in person. We didn't get to talk too long because we're both busy getting autographs and the like. So that's my little wrap up of Supernova ComicCon Sydney last weekend. Okay, let's get back into the collection update. Yes, and welcome. I've got some great pickups this month. A couple of good ones here and there. A couple of ones filling up some collection points. And one, and let's just say this is the last one on it. One I never thought I'd actually own, to tell you the truth. So stick around to the end. You'll be interested to see that. Anyway, first off, this is one I've watched for a little while, and I didn't think I'd actually get this at a reasonable price, but I did a bit more of a search and found it. And that is, and don't wait for it, it's interesting, Avenger Dogs on DVD. And I got this off eBay for $14.50. Yeah. I'm sorry, this is just, I'll just put the side there. This is just one of those ones that you're like, you can see where this is going. Like, it's honestly, it's just like, what do kids love? Animals. What do kids love? Superheroes. Hang on a minute, there's a genre. Let's put the two together. I can only imagine what this is like, whether it's good, bad, or otherwise. But I have been looking at this one actually for a while, and I was looking at $30-40 plus to get it from the States, because I'd only seen it from there. And then recently I come across one relatively cheap, and it was Australian release, and I was like, hang on. So I did a bit of a search, managed to find one for a reasonable price. It does go for about $20 here in Australia, so managed to find one for $14, which then, as I was doing the search for that, led me on to, and you're not going to believe this because I sure as hell know I didn't, Avengers Dogs 2 on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $13.48. Now this one's relatively new, and yes, the sequel to that movie that you thought there's no way that that would dictate a sequel, but apparently it did. There's the disc. I shit you know. To tell you the honest truth, I am really curious, and luckily enough, I've got a nice little 2-year-old granddaughter who I think would love this. She loves dogs. So I might put this on for her so I can cheekily watch this and find out what it's all about and see whether it's any good. But yes, obviously it was successful enough that they did a second one. So there you have it, folks. Avengers Dogs and Avengers Dogs 2 on DVD. Okay, next up I have, well, you know, I've been getting a lot of it lately, and I'm still chipping away at it. And that is, yep, you guessed it, old Benny 10. And I have Ben 10 Omniverse, the Free Gift DVD, and I got this off eBay for $6. Yes, I didn't get mine for free, but $6. So we'll look there. There's the side, and there's the back. So if anyone out there can tell me, I'm going to assume, as we look at the disc, which is not bad. The Ben 10 ones actually don't look too bad. So by this, it says not for individual sale on the back. It's got free gift. I've got a feeling this is like a bonus for a toy or something like that. If you've got it or you got it as a free gift, let me know in the comments below. I've got a feeling that's how it is. I've seen a few of these before over time where I think I've got a G.I. Joe one for my G.I. Joe collection. It was a gift with like a 2-pack figures, and you got the DVD free. So yeah, I think this might be the same deal. So I managed to pick that up, and of course, when I get one Ben 10, you know what comes next? Yes, another Ben 10. So this is Ben 10, the Omniverse Galactic Monsters DVD, and I got this off eBay for, wait for it, $1.90. Yes, that's right, $1.90. I think the postage was more than that. The guy definitely didn't make any money on it. He had it on bid for 90 cents, and I just went, yep, sure, no worries. And postage for $1. Something tells me he didn't know how much postage was, because it costs about $2 something for postage. So yeah, I literally walked away with this for free, really. I paid for the postage. Well, spin that around. There's that. So this is part of the Omniverse series. There's a few more of these. Yeah, couldn't resist at that price. Thought, bugger it, why not? And it's in great nick. He literally was just giving it away. So yeah, a couple more of the Ben 10s off the list. And every time I think I'm getting close, it just seems to grow. Ben 10 is pretty massive. If you're getting into it, look out, I'll tell you. Anyway, so that is a Ben 10 Omniverse, the free gift, and Galactic Monsters on DVD. Okay, I do have some more Ben 10, but I'm going to split it up and I'm going to throw in something else. One that I am desperately trying to get a hold of because I really enjoy this cartoon. I really shouldn't, seeing I am 50. And this is more at kids, but I love it. It's just so funny, so good, and so well done. And that is, yep, Teen Titans Go on DVD. This is a season 4 part 1, and I got this off eBay for $18. Not a bad buy for me. Maybe not for you in the States or whatever, but for me, that's actually pretty good. As I'll put the side there, as look, you can only get these in the States. We got season 1 out here and then they stopped. Like seriously, there's, what are they up to now? 6, 7 seasons? There's a lot of seasons. So there's that disc and there's that disc. Sorry if they're around wrong way. So yeah, they seem to release these. So if you're collecting Teen Titans, they seem to, instead of putting out one season, I think with the first season they did just a full 1 season sort of set, but then after that, if you want the other seasons, you've got to get to, so hence the season 4 part 1, this is part 2, season 5 1 and 2, season 3 1 and 2, and so on and so on. They've split them up into 2 DVDs. Why? Money, of course. It's just all about price gouging. Oh man, don't be so cynical, Troy. But yeah, so look, for me, $18 is pretty good. If I wanted to get this from the States, I'm looking at anywhere from, honestly, $35, maybe the cheapest I can get it, up to $50, $60 for each individual one. Yes, I'm not joking, that pricey. So it is going to be pricey to get the rest of them, but luckily enough, I managed to find this one pretty cheap here, and I found it with this one as well, pretty cheap here, and that is Teen Titans Go Season 5 Part 1 on DVD, and I got this off eBay for $18. Yes, so I got them together from the same bloke. He had it for $36, hence I've just split them as 18 each. And I couldn't resist because, like I said, $36 would be the cheapest I can get one. So I thought, if I can get 2 for that price, well, I'm ahead. So he had these up for grabs. He'd obviously got them, watched them, and then want to get rid of them, where I'm like, whoosh, I'll come in and grab them. But yeah, so I've already got season 1, the 2 parts of that, and I've been desperately trying to find the rest of it for reasonable prices. I do have my eye on another, I think it might be season 3, part 1 or 2, I can't remember off the top of my head. Looking at one there that's about 18-20 bucks, which is still cheap for me. So this one I'm very slowly chipping away at. Like I said, it's a price thing more than anything. It's not necessarily availability. You can pick them up. If you look online, there's heaps everywhere, Amazon, all that sort of stuff, but they're just not cheap for me. So I've really got to pick and choose. So anyway, very happy to get a few more Teen Titans Go, because I love this show. It's so good. So that is Teen Titans Go season 4 part 1 and season 5 part 1 on DVD. Yes, so next on the list we go back down the Ben 10 rabbit hole, and as you saw last month, I managed to pick up Ben 10 Alien Force 1 and 2. I already had volume 3, and as I told you, I was heading down that path to try and get all 10, so that's what I was doing. So I'm pretty sure you can figure out which one's next. That's right, Ben 10 Alien Force Volume 4 on DVD, and I got this for $3. Yes, what a great buy. But you will notice, as you look at it, that there was a little bit there, and you can see the rip up the top there. It's a little beat up, and for $3, you can't argue. The disc is in relatively good nick. It's just the case that's copped a bit of a battering. And look, I'm not a huge Ben 10 fan, but I'm just trying to get these together, and for that price, look, I can handle a rip here or whatever else. It's just, for that price to get the collection together, I'm very happy indeed. So that is volume 4. So where does that lead? Of course it does. Ben 10 Alien Force Volume 5 on DVD, and I got this for $3.90. Yes, honestly, these are relatively cheap. They've been out for a while. You should be able to find most of them at a really good price if you're going to start collecting them. There's the back there. We look at the disc, and there's even a little insert in this one as well. This one's in really good nick. You know, it's amazing. Some of them you get, they've barely been watched for next to nothing. Then some of them are like this, where they've been watched 1,000 times by a kid. So 4, 5, of course, what's next? Yes, that's right, volume 6. So Ben 10, I'll try that again. Ben 10 Alien Force Volume 6 on DVD. I got this off eBay for $3.69. Like I said, these are the prices you're looking at. It's when you get to some of these later ones, so as I'm starting to look at like 7, 8, 9, and 10, they actually go up a little bit of price. Not a great deal. You're looking at about $10, but the earlier ones seem to be super cheap. I don't know if it was they're just harder to get, or whether people think they're worth more. I don't know. But there we have it there. That one's got its insert too. I didn't check that. So yeah, there you have it. So we have, I'll put them in order. So that's 4, 5, and 6 of a Ben 10 Alien Force on DVD. Okay, yes, and we're at the last one, and this is one I never thought I'd have. This cartoon was something that I was never interested in when it came out. I mean, it was more of a kid's cartoon than, and I was probably in my 20s at the time. So look, it was never one I was into, never interested in me. But this one's a bargain, because not only is it a bargain because of how collectible it's become all of a sudden, but then also the price. I managed to get this at a really good price. And what is that, you ask? Well, it is, that's right, the bargain of the month. That's right, I completely forgot that. Thanks for reminding me. So yeah, the bargain of the month this month is Captain Planet on DVD, and I got this off Amazon in the US for $89.55. So look at that. That is not too bad. That comes in a sleeve. I'll just give it a bit of a spin around for you and take the sleeve off. And of course, the case is pretty much the same. Now this is the complete series. Apparently there were 2 series of it. split into two different series. As I read it here, Captain Planet and the Planeteers, and then there was the New Adventures of Captain Planet. This is the complete set. Every episode, the whole kit and caboodle. So, as you've had a look, I think I've spun it around enough now. Let's have a look at the discs inside. Now, you've got to be careful as you get a pamphlet. This is strange. I've never seen this before. Yep, there you go. Look, the discs come out separately. There is nothing there holding it into the case. Now, they're the discs. And I do admit, I like the fact that they've matched the colours up with the different Planeteers. That's kind of cool. That's on its own. And here's the inside with all, as I move that, with all the episodes on it. Look, I like the look of that, but I'm not sure how I like the whole, it just pops out. Like, that is just the weirdest thing. But yeah, I do like how they've color-coded the discs, all the different seasons, all the different episodes. That is really cool. Like, that is a probably cool part of it. And look at that, a Captain Planet environmental thing. You gotta love that. They really loved their environmental stuff back in the early 90s. Yeah, old Captain Planet wasn't my bag, that's for sure, but it was hard to resist. So for some of you out there, you might be thinking, $89, how is that a bargain? Well, let's give you a quick rundown. Now, they released a Oz version out here in Australia, oh God, a few years ago now. And I've watched it online. You are looking at somewhere between about the $350 to $450 if you want to buy the OG Oz release of this. I am shitting you not. It is up around that price. Has all the same episodes and everything, but it is really expensive. Now, to buy this on eBay or like privately, I'm looking at $150 to $200 easy if I wanted to get it off eBay. Like I said, I saw it on Amazon. It was about 100, 110. It bounced around that, and then they had a spot special. Got it down to $89, and that's why I snaffled it up quick smart, because if I didn't get it for that price, I was going to miss out, kicking myself, and then I could have been up to like the $250 mark or something. So I had to get it when I got it. And I am happy to get it. It's just one of those ones, and I never really thought of it either, old Captain Planet. I'd forgot about him, and then doing my research as I do from time to time, and then it was like, yeah, Captain Planet's a superhero, of course. Well, how come I haven't bothered to get it? But I am glad to finally get this complete set. It is a really good set too. I really like what they've done with it. Yeah, and to get it for this price, very happy indeed. So that is the bargain of the month, which is the complete Captain Planet DVD set. Next week on the show, we have my review of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four movie from 1994 on Blu-ray. Can't wait to check that one out. Thanks for watching.